up? Yes, New York City, you are listening to Beatbox Radio. This is DVR, the best kept secret in the city. I'm your host, your captain, Z-Motion. We are back in the studio today, and we have a guest, man, back in here, man, for the second or third time, third time, man, New York City, man. If you love North Carolina hip-hop, man, if you love hip-hop in general, man, from North Carolina, living in New York City, man, the one and only, man, Cooley High, man, in the building, man. We got DJ Ill Digitz, man. Welcome back to Beatbox. How you doing, King?
What up? Thanks for having me, Z.
Oh, man.
Always a pleasure.
Oh,
back
man.
On the spot.
Tell me about it. So actually, for those who do not know, this is my first time. So that first track that you got heard actually is Penmanship.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was my first time actually listening to it live. So actually, he showed me the record. So I was listening to it to see which one was my favorite record, and I just got that one. I was like, this is that one. He was like, yeah, that's the good one. That's the bad joint, man, right here, man. So yes, you are fresh off the tour actually. Back from the road, man, here in NYC, man. But first, how's your day going so far, King?
Good, man. First off, real quick, go Mets.
Go Mets. Yes.
Go Mets.
Go Mets, man. They might be going to the World Series, man.
Yeah, man. They're about to play at 8:00, Game 3 versus the Dodgers. So,
oh man,
if you're not a Yankee fan and you're undecided and you're living in New York City,
go Mets.
Go ahead, go Mets. If you're already a Mets fan, you already know what it is.
They got 3 games coming? And
it's gonna be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at Citi Field. So go mob out in Queens, yo. Man, go celebrate. Go to the restaurants. Tip your waiters.
I'm gonna tell you this much though, these tickets are not given.
No.
This is not like when we went.
So that's gonna be about at least $1,000 for some of those tickets. So
oh man,
go Mets,
man.
But yo, Z, thank you for having me, bro. It's always a pleasure. Obviously, we are TTL gang. So.
TTL gang in the building, man. It's great to have you.
Gang.
Absolutely, yeah. Great to have you back in here, man. So you were supposed to come back actually earlier when the album got released. But we're gonna come back to that at some point first, But I would like to know what have you been up to since the last time you came here?
Last time I was here, I was with Charlie, and we were promoting Charlie Tape.
Exactly,
Tape, which is the album we put out last year.
Yes,
and then we dropped All Infinite.
Okay.
Cooley High, brand new album produced by Twami. We dropped that this year, so I had to come back through, and we were waiting until the Z. I was trying to come through right when the album came out, and he was like, nah, we gotta wait till the wax comes in. Cause,
absolutely.
The wax takes a few months later before it comes through.
That's a fact, bro. That's a fact.
So he was like, no, you gotta wait till the wax comes.
You gotta come over there with my copy. You know what I mean? For real, though. But it's the whole point. My show, it's called Dumbo Vinyl Renaissance. I named this after records for a purpose. So if you come to promote a record here, it makes sense for you to come with your copy. That's
well worth the wait.
Totally, man. But like I said, once again, man, for those we do not know, man, this is actually available. You can actually get it on a few other places. Actually, you can let people know, TTL,
Fat Beats. Go support Turntable Lab. Mm-hmm. Our spot. It's on Turntable Lab. Fat Beats. It's on Cooley High's Bandcamp.
Okay.
So support how you support. Go listen to it.
Listen to it, man. I tell you this much, man. You got my vote. Yeah, my copy. Yes, sir. Yeah, so like I said, a lot been happening since the last time you came here. So after the Charlie tape, man, so tell us how was the Charlie tape first? What did you get from the Charlie tape? Which was we talked about last time you came in here.
Oh man, that was great. That got Ambrosia for Heads, which is a popular hip hop blog and website. They put it in their top 10.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Top 10 albums of the year for last year. So that was great. That was something we weren't expecting. And then pretty much we were just working on getting this one ready. Putting out an album is a lot of work, a lot of stuff, a lot of behind the scenes papaperk and all of this. Because also, we did this album with Twami. So shout out to Twami. He's a dope producer out of Atlanta. So
sweet.
Collaborating with him, we had to get all of our ducks in a row, 2 different artists, because Twami has his own fan base that's crazy. So
yeah.
We had to come together and just get everything sorted and everything worked out. And he's such a cool dude. I'm glad everything worked out. We actually were just down in Atlanta doing some shows with Twami.
That's what's up, man.
So that's the homie. And I had met Twami a few years back, but the rest of the crew had never met Twami in real life until last week.
Nice.
And we had made a whole album together. So
that's what's up,
they
man.
finally got to meet Twami and vice versa. So yeah, man, now we back up in NYC. Let's go. This is my favorite city.
That's what's up, man.
Let's go.
And also, like, just so actually, like, your last project, actually, like the Charlie tape, that was actually you and Charlie Smart only. Like,
yeah,
you know,
that was
not
just
the whole
like our
time.
duo.
Yeah.
That was like our
Side.
duo. Yeah, that was a side project of me and Charlie Smarts. So go check out Charlie tape. That also came out on Fat Beats. DJ Ill Digitz and Charlie Smarts, Charlie tape. Check that album out. And then this is Coolie High. So Coolie High is my crew from North Carolina. You know, representing NC hip hop. Shout out to Synopsis, Foolery, Tab 1, Charlie Smarts, DJ Ill Digitz. That is Coolie High. So.
Oh yeah. So now I would like to know. So let us know about how long it took here to come with All Infinite. Like, cause that's also a collab. Like, you know. So he's not in New York.
No, he's in Atlanta. So it's a lot of back and forth, Google chats.
Okay.
And you know, like Tab 1, one of the MCs of Coolie High, he lives in North Carolina, and me and Charlie Smarts live up here. So even within Coolie High, you know, we're making music foreign exchange style.
Nice.
Via email, via talking on the phone, and all of that. So it takes a little bit longer to do it like that, and it took a while. Plus, we were making All Infinite and Charlie tape kind of at the same time.
I see.
So we were making both albums at the same time, hoping that we could drop them like back to back year, and then the next year drop the other one. So the plan worked out. It was a lot of work. I'm ready to chill for a little scotch. I need to like work out and like get, you know, do some personal life shit, because that was a lot of work doing these two albums.
But the baby is out, man.
Yeah, now they're out for you know, to be Dollar Bin Records in 10. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's out there. Creating art is a beautiful thing because it's out there forever, and you know, somebody 2 years from now can discover this album for the first time and be like, wow, this is my favorite thing I've ever heard in my life.
Nice.
And you know, once it's out there for people to consume, you know, you get those little surprises. Like I said, like 2 years from now, somebody might hit me up and be like, yo, I just heard this album and I love it so much, thank you. And you know, little surprises like that for the rest of your life, kind of. You know? So that's cool.
That's what's up, man. Like, you know, All Infinite, man. Like, you know, like I said, copy it for all my vinyl lovers, man. Like, you know, get your own copy, man. I'm getting mine, man. Like, just support. Like, when I mean like support, they're like, I don't really like.
And Z's not faking the funk either. Like, he supports.
Yeah, but I also support. Like, it's gotta be good for me though. Like, he knows the kind of stuff I'm into. Like, you know what I mean. I'm not gonna support because he's a homie or because we chill. Like, it's none of that. Like, if I don't like it, I'll be like, yeah, it's cool. I like it, but you ain't gonna get my bread. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, you know, this is a real deal. Like, for real though. Like, you know, for those who love hip hop, man. Like, you know what I mean? This is you need this.
Oh
like,
yeah, if you like good boom bap, soulful chop, sample hip hop. I mean, Twami's beats are on another planet. So his production is crazy on this. The beats are phenomenal.
He produces the entire album, actually?
Yeah, Twami produced the entire album. So it's a true collaboration between Coolie High and Twami. And I had met him in 2017. He was doing a Beat House showcase. Beat House was this producer showcase that was really popular around that time. Shout out to DJ Jester. Shout out to Fresh Daily. So that's how I met Twami, and he had some amazing beats, and he actually was chilling at my crib, which was DJ Jester's crib. Nice. I was living with Jester, and Twami was just sitting on our couch playing all these beats, and these beats were amazing. He played beats for like 3 hours. I was like, God damn, yo, you still playing more beats? So I just like put that. I just like kept that. I just like made a mental note, and so then in the beginning of the pandemic, we were looking for some beats and wanted to kind of just start writing some new stuff. I hit up Twami, asked for a beat. He sent a folder. Yeah. And then he sent another folder. He sent another folder. And I was like, wow, this dude just sent us like 40 beats. And so, the fellas just started writing. I started doing some scratches. And then kind of we decided like, you know, let's make a whole project. So that's the story.
That's what's up, man. But I would like to know too, because like, you know, you and Charlie is in New York. The rest of the team is not in here. The rest of the crew, Coolie High, they're not in here. he's in Atlanta, like, tell us, like, about the fact, like, how did you lay the tracks down, like, for Charlie's, for example, like, tell us that process.
Well, usually it would either be like usually Charlie would write a verse and a hook.
Okay.
Or Tab would write a verse and a hook, or then I would like lay down a scratch hook.
Okay.
And then we would share it. And then the ones that were really dope, then like Charlie would come in and write his hook, or he would write the second verse, or Tab would write the second verse. So we would kind of start with, somebody would start it, and then if it was dope, some of them were like dope, but we'd just be like, I don't know if that's the one. And then but this one, like let's finish this one. So there'd be sketches of everything, and then we would decide which ones we wanted to finish.
Okay.
And then we would play that stuff for Twami. He would tell us what he thought about the joints. And then we started to kind of slowly formulate the idea. We got the album title pretty early on, so they were able to write songs based around the album title, which was fun, because sometimes you don't have the album title till after.
Yeah.
But if you do have the album title while you're making it, then you can even start to make songs even more that like dive into that theme. So this was an album where we had the album title early on in the concept. They wrote more songs to it, and then we just started polishing it up, mixing and mastering and stuff like that.
And were you in studio at the same time at some point, the whole team?
No.
That's the future.
Me and Charlie were in the studio. We did a lot of the preliminary mixes before we sent it to mastering. Shout out to Brian Kidd, who mastered this album and did the final mix. Me and Charlie did a lot of the preliminary mixes at his home studio in Brooklyn. And so that would be where like Tab 1 would send his stems, his vocal stems. We would import them into the session, and then we would start sequencing the songs, doing final some rough draft mixes.
Yeah.
And then once we had that set, we would send the whole session to Brian Kidd, and he did like a final mix and master. So that was kind of the process.
Nice. So originally, how many songs were there, like for All Infinite, or just new?
All together? So there's probably like a good 12 or 15 rough drafts that you don't even hear.
Okay.
That like got started and never got finished.
They never made it to the...
Yeah, they didn't get finished, or like we made a whole song. And it's fun when you have more than what you need, because you really get to pick the best ones, right?
Yeah.
And there may or may not be a deluxe edition coming.
Of course.
Of this that has a few more joints, so that may or may not be happening.
And also the one thing.
Wink, wink.
Nice. The one thing I can also point out that it's the artwork. The artwork, like All Infinite, like the 8, like So tell us a bit about the artwork there, like who did this amazing job.
Definitely, the artwork is by this dude named Trevor Yardley Jones, who I just ran into on Instagram. I ran into his art and thought it was really dope. He lives in Montreal. I had never met him. I just reached out to him.
Okay.
And he was down to work on this project, and he really came through. It's definitely on some psychedelic.
Oh yeah.
It's like a psychedelic. It's like like a psychedelic 70s rock album. We kind of wanted to do that for this one. And it's got like this kind of cool airbrush texture. And we just wanted him to do some crazy shit. So it's an infinity symbol rising out of the crust of a planet. I mean, that's definitely some weed shit.
I really
smoke to this album. It's infinity. Like, it's touching on like what's after this life.
Yeah. How
energy, is, you don't create or destroy energy. It just changes form, and it's never destroyed. It keeps going.
Yeah.
And, the past, the present, the future, whether it's being like, if you have children, you're passing on. You don't die because you're passing on your genes or your knowledge to your children. And they, the MCs touch on all those subjects on this album.
Nice, man. Very nice, man. Like, like I said once again, man, this is it right here, man. Like the last masterpiece, man, from Coolie High, man. Like, like you need this. I know, like, if you're a record lover, like music lover, man, you need one of these, man. Like, so absolutely. And I would like to know, as far as like, music is concerned, how would you describe, like, the music that Coolie High and Twami put together? Because this is completely different from what Coolie High been doing, like, over the past.
I would say Twami's beats are, I don't like the word lo-fi, because I originally liked the word lo-fi to describe cool, chill hip hop beats, but then when it became like a genre, like a car commercial, like when like some like ad director for like a car company is like, yeah, can you cook up some lo-fi for the background of this commercial? Yeah, some lo-fi. And like, you know, when it just got bastardized to like, you know, where like Urban Outfitters is like, yeah, so between 7 and 9 p.m. we prefer to play lo-fi. Like Sunday mornings, lo-fi is a really good genre. So like, you know, that term kind of got washed.
Yeah, totally.
Got rinsed. Yeah. But he's part of that lo-fi hip hop generation that came on like after like my generation. Tommy's like one generation younger than us. That's why we wanted to collaborate with a younger producer. So he comes from that lo-fi. So these beats are lo-fi and chunky, but his snare and his EQing of his drums is unbelievable. His drums smack, his snares pop, the kick hits, and the funny thing is we thought a lot of these joints were samples, and he's like, no, I played all of that. Like the joint that you just heard, he played all of that. That's not sampled.
What?
And I didn't realize that wasn't sampled until like a month ago. I thought he like found some spacey like loop, and that like that doinky doink sound. I thought he found that somewhere on a record, but no, he's playing that. So some of these are played, some of these are samples, but his style is just very kind of like lo-fi mixed with like P-Rock knock, and he's got some of that J Dilla swing. Yeah. Where the drums are a little herky jerky. Yeah. That's how I would describe his style. And then they're spitting, bro. So. You know.
And so like, so you being a DJ, like, you know, I mean, the DJ of the crew, man, like, you know what I mean. So tell us about your touch there, like, you know, that track that I just played, for example, like your scratches, your cuts, blend perfect with the song.
Boom.
Like, you know what I mean? So
that was one where I made the cuts before they made the verses.
Okay, I see. That makes sense then.
I loved that beat from the moment I heard it. They didn't even necessarily were gonna write to that one. And I was like, no, this is the one. So I'm like, I'm gonna make a hook. I'm gonna make a chorus to this. So I made that chorus and sent it to them. I even came up with the name penmanship. Like I hand delivered that to the MCs basically. You know, this was a good opportunity to make some more scratch hooks on this album. And also like I helped pick the beats and just like you know, I helped sequence the stuff, and then I just help I arrange the album, like the order, and then I'll lay it out. I cut the interludes for this. Just little, like, you know, my little seasoning is in there, you know. It's like I'm like the little some like Chad Hugoism.
Yeah, but that's also your input as a DJ, like,
yeah,
you know,
like that's what I'm hearing, you know. I'm bringing that, like, you know, I'm bringing the from a DJ
absolutely,
and a lover of music, you know. All we do at Turntable Lab is listen to music all day. So
yeah, a lot of people don't get that part.
Like, you know, like it'd be funny, like some of these people that make music listen to more podcasts and watch more TV than actually listen to music. Yes.
Really,
like, they'll be like, yeah, I'm a rapper, but like all day I listen to podcasts and I watch Netflix. It's like, you listen to like a little, you only listen to the music you're making. Yeah, it's kind of like we listen to music all day, every day. So you learn, you hear patterns, you learn things, you just, you know, the more music you listen to, the more patterns, and the more you just notice things that happen again and again in classic albums. And you're like, I'm gonna take some of that with me and put that into this. So that's where the DJ comes along, right?
Sweet, absolutely. And tell us about how the album itself was received out there, like, you know what I mean, like, you know, because you did a lot of these, you've been to a lot of shows promoting it, like, you know what I mean, I name E, Rap is Out of Control,
yes,
like, you know, I can tell us how the show be.
I mean, everyone has been loving it, man. It's great. The Spotify plays have been great. Everyone's been loving it. The vinyls pretty much almost sold out. I think there's like maybe like 40 copies left of the vinyl. So make sure you jump on that.
Nice.
Yeah, everyone loves it, man. It's been great. Like but like, you know, the pandemic was such a low point, you know, for a lot of people. I think like all the art that's coming out after it has to be not like, it's not like they're writing about the pandemic, but just that energy and that rebirth of society coming back.
Life
it's
is
just
back.
like
Yep, totally. Bring it
that,
back.
that energy is in all this art coming out now, I feel like. So I feel like the MCs were at their best for this, and then Twami, introducing Twami to our fan base and vice versa. So everyone's been digging it. It's been great, man. So yeah.
That's what's up, man. So I would like to know about, like, you're based in North Carolina. So as a New Yorker now, like, you know what I mean? So when you go back out there, tell us about the love. Is the love the same? How's the love going?
It's New York is my home now. I'm a New Yorker. I've been here for 14 years.
Yeah.
To where I can say go Mets, and it's not I'm not being foul. I've been here 14 years, so.
Yeah. And you live in Queens too.
Yeah, we live in Queens. So I'm a full-blood New Yorker at this point. I'm getting like almost to where I've been here as long as I've been in North Carolina, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But NC is home, and I love going back there. It's such a change of pace, and beautiful people live down there. So it's always, and we go back down there all the time. So I never really feel like I left. Like, every couple of months I go down there to see my family, and we rock shows down there. So NC is dope, man. And that's where all of our friends and family, like, shout out to Ninth Wonder, shout out to Jamla, shout out to Rhapsody. All of our hip hop homies are still down in Raleigh, and I miss y'all. I wish I could like go kick it with Knife in the studio every day. Like, if I lived in North Carolina, I would literally just be hanging out with Knife Wonder in the studio every day.
Nice,
like,
man.
That's crazy that he's down there and just chill, So I wish I could do that more, but as you can attest, being up in New York, the energy is insane. There's an energy in New York City that's like no other. And,
Absolutely.
If you love music, and the music knowledge is just like the people, like so many educated music fans up here that you can like, there's an avenue for whatever style you're into. There's people that want to hear that up here. So New York is where I'm gonna be, But shout out to NC.
Totally. And I would like to know, tell us a bit about how was the tour, like, being out of town. Like,
well, it was a short tour. It was
it
was three shows, but we went down and we did an album release show in North Carolina. That was dope. And then we went down to Atlanta.
Okay.
And we did 2 shows in Atlanta.
Okay.
Shout out to Controller Rise, which was like this weekly event in Atlanta, put on by Stolen Drums, who's a producer. And that was an incredible event.
Nice.
If you're in Atlanta, every Monday they do an event called Controller Rise. You can't miss it. It was so great. It was like an adult Chuck E. Cheese. Do you know what Chuck E. Cheese is?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know what Chuck E. Cheese is?
I'm not.
She doesn't know what Chuck E. Cheese is. So it was like an adult Chuck E. Cheese. Like, you walk in and there's like people playing video games in one corner. In a different corner, people are playing Uno. There's a guy selling records in one corner. Someone's DJing on a couch in the middle. And outside, people are playing beats on this other stage. And it was just like, like you're an adult and you just get to walk from place to place. Like it's your like a birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese. And man, it's like 300 to 400 people every Monday night coming through.
Nice.
So it kind of had a similar vibe as far as the culture to Raw Like Sushi, which is what we have here in New York every Monday. Shout out to Yoshi. Yeah. Shout out to Studio 151. Just that people come in every Monday to check out that vibe. I would say this was similar. So Atlanta was great.
That's what's up, man. So I would like to know, so now the album is out, like you said, you're going to be taking some time to chill a bit, like, you just finished.
Well, we got to get back in the studio, right?
Exactly,
you got to I need some time to actually sit in my house and make some new shit.
So let us know, what's next? Like, what
there may or may not be a deluxe edition of this coming.
Okay, may or may not
wink.
be. Wink.
There may or may not be an instrumental edition of this coming.
Okay, wink.
There may or may not be Charlie Tape Volume 2 coming. Wink.
Okay, a lot of work in the process.
And me and Z, we be rocking parties up here in New York City, bro.
You know how we do it, man.
So like, if the making hip hop albums is one bucket, and then rocking parties is another bucket, you got to make sure you keep water in both buckets. So
absolutely. Yep.
I definitely am trying to rock some parties up here in New York, get my DJ on. So Yep. But yeah, we got some more stuff on the way. Yeah, I mean, it's great to like kind of making this album showed us that we can keep making albums as a group, even though we live in different states, and Fat Beats is still rocking with us, and
Of course.
you know, our Spotify numbers are going up.
Nice.
So we're gonna keep making music, man. This is what we do. We would do it for free.
If you love it.
You know, like Z would DJ for free.
Absolutely. I would DJ for free just like I would DJ
So
when there's money.
that's what it's about. This is what I like to do with my free time.
Really do. Absolutely. Like, yeah, can you listen to some more of the album there? Like, you
Dude,
don't mind?
yo, play
Yeah.
some more.
Yeah.
Some more.
Yeah, see, man, like, you know, you here listening to Beatbox, man. DVR, the best kept secret in the city. Today we have the one and only man, DJ Ill Digitz. If you want to call the station, the number is 718-577-2855. I'm going to say it again, 718-577-2855, man. He's with us till 9 p.m., man. You brace yourself, man. Let's get into it.